This will be talking about the upcoming Series 46 Forza Horizon 5 update, exactly what kind of cars we can expect to be added to this update, general content, new releases, and more. So of course, if you guys aren't already aware, this update is expected to be coming out on that 24th of April, so a couple weeks from there, a little bit less, which is right before the release of the PS5 variation of Forza Horizon 5, as well as the re-release and free version of Horizon Realms, which will of course be accommodating that PS5 update. So we can expect there won't be the best cars in the whole game we've seen in this Series 46 update, as right after that PS5 will be coming out, and then they'll probably be locking and loading some very good cars from there to go on and appease that massive new player base that will be pretty much instantaneously injected into the Forza ecosystem. But despite that, there are some pretty interesting things ahead. Now of course, first up, we've seen there are two options of Horizon Festival playlists the community will be able to choose from. Firstly, we've got the previous Cinco de Mayo update, which was last added in Forza Horizon 5 in Series 7, so multiple years ago, versus Upgrade Heroes, which of course we saw the Donut Media DLC collaboration from just Series 22, so still a relatively old update, over a year old, but not quite as old as the Cinco de Mayo Series 7 update. Now depending on what the voting outcome will be, will determine which one of these Horizon Festival players will revisit. However, the difference being we won't be revisiting with the same cars. Every time one of these new seasonal playlist events comes out, it'll have new cars with a bit of an incorporation from what we previously saw. Some of the challenges might be different, the cars will be jigged around, so what previously might have been a 40-point car might be 20 points, and then the 40-point car will be replaced by something new or through the backstage pass. So both of these are pretty insane cars and we'll get into them, but how different will these rewards be from now versus then? That's the determination we as a community will need to make to determine which might be the best update. Now first off with Cinco de Mayo. Now firstly, when this update was previously added in Series 7, the festival overview cars were the Ferrari SF90 Stradale and the Ferrari 599 GTO, whereas now it's been confirmed that the cars will look like the Ferrari 599 GTO, and instead of the SF90, the 1969 Ferrari Dyno 246 GT. Similarly, in week 1 previously, there was the Ferrari 250 GT and the 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1, whereas now the week 1 will incorporate the Ferrari SF90 as well as a backstage pass car, so completely different rewards from what we previously saw in week 1. Now week 2 previously had the Ferrari California T as well as a Jaguar XKR S 2015, whereas it will now have the Ferrari 575M, an extremely rare car, very interesting that's been added to this stage of the game, as well as a backstage pass car. Now week 3 previously had the Ferrari 512 Testarossa, and of course now week 3 will now have the Ferrari FA Tributo as well as a backstage pass. And finally, week 4, the final week of Cinco de Mayo Series 7, had the Ferrari FA Tributo as well as the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, whereas now it'll have the Ferrari California T, so that'll be replacing the Tributo, and then pretty much a lot of the cars have been swapped around, and the second one will be a backstage pass car. So in series, pretty much a little overview, they've swapped around all of the rewards and replaced a lot of them with backstage pass cars. What will the backstage cars be? That's yet to be determined, impossible to say, but of course we can assume it'll be older, rare cars from previously that you'll have a new opportunity to be able to unlock. Of course, again, destined to be voted in by the community. Now next up, guys, we've got an insane super rare cars stacked up in Cinco de Mayo, and all of these new rare cars will be available with instant delivery. You guys want to go and check the bio, of course, etc. You can go and see for yourself, 15,000 Trustpilot reviews, any rare car you want, any amount of credits, super wheel spins, etc. You guys can go and check that out and learn the bio to learn more. And in terms of the Upgrade Heroes event, we can get started with this one. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news, and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. So festival overview, previously had the Pagani Huayra BC as well as a 64 Nissan Z drift car, which was an insanely rare car, and now it'll be exactly the same. So same Pagani Huayra BC, same 64 Nissan Z, no changes here. Week 1 will previously had the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series as well as the Lynk & Co 03 Plus, whereas now you'll have the same Mercedes AMG GT Black as well as a backstage pass car. So we can go in and see the fact that the Lynk & Co has been replaced with the backstage pass, probably not the worst idea in the world. Whereas week 2 previously had the GMC Cyclone, will now have the HDT VK Commodore. And of course, week 2 now will have the GMC Cyclone still, and then the backstage pass as the second car. So week 3 previously similarly had a GMC Typhoon as well as a Porsche 911 1990. whereas it'll now, of course, have the GMC Typhoon and a backstage pass car. So you can see a bit of a trend. Usually the second car is being swapped out for the backstage pass, but sometimes it's the first car. Either way, or either or, pretty much one of the cars is consistently being swapped out. So there's a little bit of differentiation in each Horizon Festival playlist update. It's not quite a copy and paste like what some people initially expected when it was first announced. Now, week 4 previously had the Mercedes-Benz S165 and the Eagle Speedster, whereas it'll now have the same Mercedes-Benz S165 and a backstage pass car. So it's a bit of a trend. Like I said, most of these cars being swapped out for backstage pass variations, and you guys can see that trend followed through the event. So let me know which one you guys think you're going to be voting on. Like I said, the Cinco de Mayo, in my opinion, definitely is more stacked in terms of options of cars, more rare cars, more up-to-date supercars than the second variation. But again, either or, you're getting a few good options of cars, and the backstage pass car will determine how good those will really be, but it'll be consistent regardless of which event is voted in. So that's all you guys need to know. Like I said, releasing soon in terms of April, the exact date being April 24th, right before PS5 and Horizon Realm. Big things coming with Forza over the next couple months, and let me know down below what you guys think of this update. Like and subscribe for more.